Welcome to our discussions and thank you for always joining us. We are presenting a question that was done in k.c.s.e 1989 paper 2 number 13, and the question we have reads: complete the table given below by filling in the blank boxes. We have the values of x between 0 and 180 degrees. We have y is equal to 3 cos x and 4 sin 2x minus 10. We are going to begin with the first one, that is y is equals to 3 cos x and x is 0. So we are going to press 3 cos 0 so that it gives us 3. Then we go to the next one, which is 3 cos 15 degrees, which will give us 2.90. Next we are going to have 3 cos 45, which is going to give us 2.12. Next is 3 cos 60, which is 1.50. Next will be 3 cos 75, which will give us 0.78. Next we have 3 cos 90, which gives us 0. Next we go to 3 cos 105, which gives us negative 0.75. Next we have 3 cos 120 degrees, which will give us negative 1.5. Next, now we go to 3 cos 135, which will give us negative 2.12. Next, we have 3 cos 150, which will give us negative 2.60. Next, we have negative, that is 3 cos 165 degrees, which will give us negative 2.90. And lastly, we have 3 cos 180, which will give us negative 3.0. We now go again and pick another one. This is y is equals to 3x cos x, and the other one is y is equals to 4 sin 2x minus 10. For the first one here, we are going to have 2 times x, which is 0. That will give us 0, and therefore we are going to press 4 sin negative 10, which will give us negative 0.69. Next we go to 15, so we are going to have 2 times 15, which is 30. 30 minus 10, you get 20. You press 4 sin 20, which is going to give us 1.37. Next we are going to have 2 times 30, which is 60 minus 10. We press 4 sin 50, which is going to give us 4 sin 50 will give us 3.06. Next we are going to have 45 times 2, which is 90 minus 10, which is 80. So 4 sin 80 will give us 3.94. Next we have 60 times 2, 120 minus 10, which is going to give us 110. And therefore 4 sin 110 will give us 3.76. Next we have 75 times 2, we are going to have 150 minus 10, which is 140. 4 sin 140 will give us 2.57. Next we are going to have 90. 90 already, it has been done. We go to 105. 105 times 2, you get 210. Minus 10, you get 200. So 4 sin 200 will give us negative 1.37. Next, we are going to have negative 3.06. We have 135 next. So 2 times 135 will give us 270. Minus 10, you get 260. So it is 4 sin 260, which is going to give us 4 sin 260 will give us negative 3.94. Next, we have negative 3.76, and at 165, we are going to have negative 2.57, and lastly, we are going to have negative 0.69. Once we have completed the table, we now move to the graph and plot the given curves, taking 1 centimeter to represent 15 degrees on the x-axis and 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit on the y-axis. In this case, I'm going to disobey this so that I use 1 unit to represent 1 centimeter, or 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit on the y-axis, so that I will be able to present it on the graph that I have. So we go straight away and start plotting. We are going to begin by taking x and y is equals to 3 cos x. When x is 0, the value of 3 cos x is 3. So at 0, we have 3 at this point. Next, at 15 degrees is 2.90. 15 is 2.9 at this point here. At 30, it is 2.6. 30, we have 2.6. 2.6 is here. At 45, we are going to have 2.12. At 45, we have 2.12 around this point. Next, we go to 60, it is 1.5. 1.5 is half or halfway between 1 and 2. At 75, we are going to have 0.78. So that is 0.78, which is the same as 0.8. At this point, when it is 90, it is 0 here. When it is 105, at 105, it's negative 0.75, which is the same as negative 0.8, which is at this point here. When it is 120, we are going to have negative 1.5, which is in between negative 1 and negative 2. When it is at 135, we are going to have negative 2.12. At negative 150, at 150, sorry, we are going to have negative 2.60. At this point, at 165, we are going to have negative 2.9. 2.9 is here. And when we have 180, we are going to have negative 3. At 180, we have negative 3 at this point. So once we have done that, we can now proceed and draw or join all the plotted points. So once we have done this, we now come and name this y is equals to 3. Y is equals to 3 cos x. Y is equals to 3 cos x. Then from there now we can move and draw the other one, where y is equals to 4 sin x to 2x minus 10. Quickly, we are going to take x and y is equals to 4 sin 2x minus 10. When x is 0, the other one is negative 0.69. At 0, we have negative 0.69, which is around negative 0.7. At 15, we have 1.37. 1.2 is here. 1.37 is around 1.4 at this point. When it is 30, it is 3.06. 3.06 is around this point here. When it is at 45, it is 3.94. 45, 3.94 is almost 4 here. When it is 60, it is 3.76. 60 we have 3.76, which is approximately 3.8, which is going to be at this point. When it is 75, we have 2.57, which is around 2.6. At 75, it's around 2.6, around this point here. At 90, it is 0.69. 90, 0.69, which is approximately 0.7 here. At 105, we have negative 1.37. Negative 1.37 is the same as negative 1.4, which is at this point here. When it is 120, it is negative 3.0, around this point here. When it is 135, it's negative 3.94 at this point here. When it is 150, it's negative 3.76, which around 3.8, around this point here. When it is 165, negative 2.57, which is negative 2.6 at this point here. And lastly, when it is 180, it is negative 0.69, which is around 0.7, which will be at this particular point here. Once we have done that, we can join all these points. So we are going to join all these points that we have plotted. We join all these points this way. So once we have joined all the points, we come and name this curve, which is y is equals to 4 sin 2x. That is y is equals to 4 sin 2x. 4 sin 2x minus 10. And the other one is already named. From there now we can answer the questions. Use your graph to find the values of x for which 3 cos x is equal to 4 sin 2x minus 10. The two curves are equal at their points of intersection. Therefore, we are going to come to the point of intersection here. This is another point of intersection. And again, this one here. Then we draw a line towards the x-axis for us to be able to pick those values. So we can now come here and draw a broken line downwards so that we are able to pick the value of x at this point here. Then we come and pick the value of x at this particular point of intersection. Then lastly, we pick another one at this particular point here, so that we could have now solved this particular question very, very well. So we can locate the exact point where the two are intersecting. This is where we are going to pick the value. This is also where we are going to pick another value, and again another value at this point of intersection here. So the value of x at this point, and this point will give us the solution, and therefore the value of x at the first point will be around 25.5 degrees. Another value of x at the point of intersection will be around 96, 97 point around 3. That is exactly